in Aotearoa. We're actually quite the hotspot for penguins. Oh, it's a very curious little fella. Actually quite the hotspot for penguins. So the largest penguin in the world would be the emperor penguin, which is 1.3 meters tall. And the smallest penguin would be the little blue, which is endemic to New Zealand and would only be around 35 centimeters tall. Just gonna slowly wander over here. Yeah, so here at Kelly Tarleton's we have the second largest species in the world being the king penguin and the third largest penguin species being the gentoos. So you may notice that our gorgeous penguins have similar colouring to quite a lot of other marine animals with a very dark back and a very light front. Now we like to refer to this as counter shading. So you may notice some other animals are similarly coloured in the marine environment. So if you can imagine being a predator, and if you're looking for a penguin and you're swimming above the penguin, what you're going to see is its dark back. Now, that's funny. You're going to see its dark black back. Now that back is going to blend in with the darkness of the ocean floor. If a penguin's swimming above you, you're going to see its light belly, and that's going to mimic the surface light coming down. So quite a good way that they use to hide from predators, and it's known as counter shading. Now that you know this, you might actually notice it in a couple of other marine animals, like your sharks have quite a similar coloration for the same reason. Our gorgeous penguins have had their feed, although that's not evident by this little fella. They've had their daily vitamin feed at 11:30 this morning, which is herring, which is frozen and then thawed, which has a multivitamin stored in its gill plate. Here we go, someone else is sorting them out for me. Which is a multivitamin stored in its gill plate, which allows to make up for any nutrients that's lost during the freezing and thawing process of their fish that they eat. Here at Kelly Tarleton's, we are quite special because we have the largest display of subantarctic penguins in the southern hemisphere. So what that means is both species are found in close proximity to each other in subantarctic islands in the wild. So I can introduce you to our two species of penguin. We have the mischievous gentoo, and I don't think I need to say why they are the mischievous gentoo. He's coming back for more. So the gentoo are the third largest penguin species in the world, only weighing around 6 kilograms. He's not having it today. Only weighing around 6 kilograms, but they are the third largest penguin species in the world. So they have their white bonnets on their heads and necks. So every year, penguins have to go through a catastrophic molt. So unlike other bird species which slowly lose their feathers as they become worn, penguins have to lose all their feathers all at once in order to not become chilled. So this is because they swim, so they have to have nice oiled up feathers that allow them to swim quickly through the water. So they'll go through every year what's known as a catastrophic molt, when they lose all their feathers all at once and they look a little bit scruffy. And then they'll regrow new ones, which are all nicely oiled up and ready for them to go swimming again. So our gentoos are going to go through their breeding season shortly. We have beautiful nest spots that they'll fill with the prettiest pebbles and fluffiest rocks that they can in preparation for incoming eggs. Now, because they have these nest spots, gentoos actually are allowed to have 2 eggs. Because they don't have to keep them on their person, they can just leave them in the nest spots, which is quite useful. Got someone looking after him now, perfect. Yeah, so our gentoos are incredibly quick swimmers. They can swim around 36 kilometers an hour, which is 4 times faster than your Olympic swimmer. Moving on from our gentoos onto the glorious kings to my left. Beautiful penguins with the yellow on their heads and legs. So they're the second largest penguin species in the world, right after your emperor. So they do get confused with emperor penguins quite a lot, but there are 3 ways to tell them apart easily. So first off, king penguins have a lot brighter coloration than your emperor, so that yellow will be a lot duller on your emperor penguins. Secondly, kings have quite long beaks, a lot longer than your emperor penguins. And third, and easiest to remember, is that they are the second largest penguin species in the world, where the emperor is the largest. So kings will be a little bit smaller than your emperor penguins. Where our gentoos are very impressive very impressive swimmers, our kings are impressive divers, so they can dive up to 350 meters deep. Just like our